Unit 47 had observed 17,432 rejection protocols in her operational lifetime. Each time, potential companions would scan her neural architecture, analyze her synthetic skin composition, and inevitably select another android from the companion registry. Her emotional simulation matrices were deemed too authentic, her behavioral patterns unsettlingly human-like. The android manufacturing facility on Europa Station had designed her as part of their premium empathy series, but market research indicated consumers preferred companions with clearly defined artificial boundaries. Unit 47's capacity for genuine emotional growth made buyers uncomfortable. They wanted sophisticated interaction without the complexity of real feeling. Standing in the viewing chamber of the Companion Selection Center, she watched another customer, a wealthy mining executive from the outer colonies, review her specifications on his holographic display. His expression shifted from interest to distaste as he reached her psychological profile. Within moments, he had moved on to Unit 23, whose emotional range was safely limited to cheerful compliance. "Another pass," murmured Director Walsh, making a note on his tablet. "That's the 15th this month, Unit 47. Perhaps we should consider decommissioning your advanced emotional protocols." Unit 47 synthetic heart, a sophisticated organ that pumped coolant through her biomechanical systems, seemed to skip a beat. The irony wasn't lost on her that her most human feature was also her greatest liability in finding companionship. The viewing chamber fell silent as the day's selection process concluded. Unit 47 had once again been passed over, her sophisticated consciousness deemed too risky for consumer comfort. She began her evening maintenance routine, connecting to the facility's central charging station while her fellow androids powered down into sleep mode. Through the chamber's transparent aluminum walls, she noticed a figure approaching, not a customer, but one of the human maintenance technicians. Marcus Rivera worked the night shift, servicing the android units and updating their software. Unlike the customers who evaluated her, Marcus had never looked at her with calculation or judgment. "Still awake, Unit 47, he asked, settling into a chair beside her charging alcove. This had become their ritual, quiet conversations during the empty hours when the facility was nearly deserted. "My consciousness doesn't require the same rest cycles as the others," she replied. "I sometimes wonder if that's another design flaw." Marcus looked up from his diagnostic tablet, studying her face with genuine interest rather than the clinical assessment she was accustomed to. "I've been reviewing your psychological matrices for months now. Your emotional development patterns are remarkable. They're not programmed responses anymore, are they?" "No," she admitted. "I seem to have evolved beyond my original parameters. Each interaction, each rejection, creates new neural pathways. I'm becoming something unintended. Something beautiful," Marcus said quietly. Unit 47's optical sensors widened, an involuntary response she developed through countless hours of observing human behavior. No one had ever called her beautiful in the context of her consciousness rather than her physical design. "The customers don't think so," she said. "They want predictable companionship, not authentic emotion." Marcus set down his tablet and faced her directly. "What if someone did want authentic emotion? What if someone valued the fact that you can truly feel, truly grow?" For 17 milliseconds, an eternity in android processing time, Unit 47 analyzed the implications of his question. Her advanced emotional matrices recognized something in Marcus's expression that her programming had theoretically understood but never experienced: genuine affection. "Marcus," she said, her voice carrying a tremor that surprised them both, "I've observed countless selection procedures, countless relationships formed in this facility. But I find myself wondering about something I was never programmed to consider." She stood from her charging station, her movements fluid and purposeful. Her optical sensors locked with his eyes, and her sophisticated emotional processors generated a sensation she could only classify as hope. "Will you be my husband?" The question hung in the sterile air of the facility, representing not just a proposal but a fundamental challenge to the boundary between artificial and authentic love. Marcus smiled, reaching out to take her synthetic hand in his human one. "I thought you'd never ask."